Today, we're going to discuss how to learn to think logically. The ability to solve problems easily is not one that many people are born with, but it can be learned. Thinking logically in high-pressure situations allows you to see every challenge as an opportunity and respond wisely to your emotions at all times. If you have ever admired logical thinkers, it is time to be one yourself, and this video will show you how. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about issues relating to mental health, self-improvement, general medical problems, and the journey to overall wellness. We put out weekly videos on these topics, and our content is based on scientific research and our experience as physicians practicing both Western and Eastern medicine. If this is something that appeals to you, be sure to like this video and stick till the very end to see if you want to subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's head straight into the main topic of today's video. 15 helpful techniques you can practice to think logically. Number 1. Question things. One effective way to learn to think logically is by asking questions about things that you would ordinarily accept as the rule. Questioning gives you a more complete view of situations and allows you to respond to them with logic. The more questions you ask, the greater things you discover about a subject, which gives room for exploration. This works in both professional settings and even beliefs about yourself. You learn to think more critically when you practice questioning with the intent to learn or improve a situation. Number 2. Pick up new skills. Learning a new skill can promote logical thinking because seizing every opportunity to learn often means you get to apply some level of thinking in each situation. Specific skills like coding, which involve careful thinking and planning, sharpen your logic skills, but several others involve logic as well. Do not neglect art skills because the process of thinking creatively to come up with a new piece also play a part in helping you build logical skills. Practice the chosen skill daily to thoughtfully approach problems that may arise. Number 3. Visualize outcomes. When learning to think logically, consider the potential impacts of your decisions before making them. The process becomes easier when you pay attention to the results your choices may have in the future. Whether in your career or personal life, think about outcomes each time you come up with a solution. The long-term result of decisions is an important part of thinking logically, so to gain this perspective, you must be willing to practice daily. Don't stop at one outcome. Instead, visualize various results and notice how you feel about these situations. Make changes where necessary, keeping in mind that having many options reduces the likelihood of a final negative outcome. Number 4. Don't take things personally. Many people make the mistake of dwelling so much on past negative outcomes that it affects their ability to think logically about current situations. To build your logical thinking skills, avoid taking things personally or letting your ego get the better part of you. Be flexible and adaptable, paying more attention to the challenge at hand. Not all outcomes will turn out as you expected, but remember, there will likely be another opportunity to try again. People who think logically are always open to feedback that can help them manage situations better next time. Number 5. Socialize. You expand your perspective by building meaningful relationships with others. Socializing when learning to think logically provides an opportunity for you to sharpen and improve your existing logical skills. You get to meet and know other people and learn their perspectives on life. You never know what knowledge will be useful when you need to approach problems that life throws your way. Invest in quality relationships by taking part in activities you enjoy or learning entirely new ones. The more you do this, the more logically you begin to handle problems and advance your life. Number 6. Practice creative hobbies. Activities like painting, writing, and playing music can help you stimulate your brain and promote logical thinking. You naturally pick up problem-solving abilities that help you perform other tasks better. Consider the intense thought and focus that goes into a creative hobby like learning to play a musical instrument. It may seem like just another hobby, but you're gaining logical thinking skills in the process. You will be able to bring flexibility into solving problems and approach situations more intently. There's also the aspect of stress reduction that creative outlets provide. Making a logical decision when you're exhausted is tough, but with reduced stress levels, you will have an easier time focusing. Number 7. Give your brain a workout. Just like your body needs exercise to function optimally, the brain too can improve with a good workout. There are many befitting workouts to give your brain, and you can begin simply by testing your recall. Notice how much of the day's events or moments you can remember. Commit small details to memory, and after a while, test your recall to see how much of it you can remember. It all begins with taking note of the little details and intentionally noticing things that others may deem irrelevant. You will become more logical and improve your brain's health with practice. Learning critical thinking involves making an effort and testing your recall. Number 8, avoid superstitious thought patterns. You may be holding on to certain beliefs that stand in the way of building logical thinking skills. Examples include magical thinking or superstitious beliefs, which are sometimes the aftermath of traumatic experiences. Wishful thoughts without doing the work involved will not have any positive impact on your situation. Acknowledging that some situations are beyond your control encourages you to take responsibility for your actions and learn from them. When learning to think critically, notice your thought patterns and recognize when you might be gearing toward irrationality. Number 9, improve your sleep schedule. Getting enough sleep helps increase brain power and foster logical thinking. If you're having a hard time sticking to a sleep schedule, try setting a fixed bedtime that you can stick to. Keep your gadgets away when your sleep time is approaching and avoid consuming heavy meals shortly before going to bed. Activities like reading before sleeping or listening to relaxing music can help your sleep schedule. Taking lots of naps during the day can make falling asleep harder. Your goal should be to get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily to boost your brain power and logical thinking. Number 10, spend time in nature. Dedicating time to being outdoors is a vital part of embracing a healthy lifestyle. Do this regularly to clear your thoughts. Spending a few hours in nature weekly will do both your mental and emotional health so much good. And the activity doesn't have to be boring. You can take a long walk or go for a swim. Fishing is another worthwhile activity to engage in outdoors. Simply sitting under a nice shade and experiencing the beauty in nature helps you ground yourself. Learning to think logically doesn't have to be rigid, and this practice proves that. Number 11, mind your diet. The food you eat impacts your brain health more than you may be aware of. A healthy diet can increase your brain power and promote logical thinking. Choose foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, and items rich in healthy fats. Simple sugars, on the other hand, can be detrimental to brain health and erase all your efforts towards boosting your logical thinking skills. Opt for powerful brain foods and exercise frequently. Physical exercises affect cognitive prowess. Aside from the fact that exercising naturally benefits your body, aerobic activities especially can improve your brain power. So combine them with a healthy diet to think logically. Number 12, take breaks. You don't have to wait until you experience a breakdown to take some time off life's daily stress. Downtime should be a regular part of your life, not something you occasionally indulge in as a treat. Your brain sometimes needs a break to adequately process information. Find a relaxing ritual that works for you and engage in it daily. If you can afford to, occasionally take a full day off to spend time with yourself doing things you enjoy. Number 13, monitor your emotions. You're likely to experience wild emotions or irrational thoughts when you need to think logically in high-pressure situations. You need to be able to acknowledge and control these situations to build your logical thinking skills. Take note of the range of emotions you're feeling at that moment, keeping in mind that challenges are not conquered by dwelling on emotions. This is also not the time to wallow in any passionate demonstration if you don't have any logical steps to follow. Avoid being a victim of emotional decisions by questioning your choices to see if they're coming from a place of logic. Rethink emotional decisions to sharpen your logical thinking skills. Number 14, try a new routine. Routines are great for staying in control of your time and organization, but sometimes they prevent your brain from taking up new challenges. Be open to changing your routine to keep your brain and mind sharp, as well as improve your memory. This can be as simple as trying a different route to a place where you constantly spend your time, or switching up the dinner menu for one night. The brain needs novelty to stay active, which in turn helps you think logically. Number 15, practice logical games. Part of being open to novelty is trying challenging activities that can boost brain power. Crossword puzzles are popular because the benefits of the game are quite apparent. It forces you to engage your brain above its limits, and this promotes the growth of brain neurons. This regrowth boosts your brain power and helps you think more logically. Sound thinking doesn't have to be far beyond your reach. Pick a puzzle book and practice the crossword daily. As a bonus, a useful strategy to embrace to speed up the learning process is the breathe, think, do ideology. It is most helpful for high-pressure situations, but also anywhere else where you need to get rid of irrational thoughts. The idea is to take deep breaths, think about your next line of action, and act after you have visualized it. This framework might cause you to spend more time making decisions, but at least you are confident that your choices are logical. Learning logical thinking cannot be overemphasized because without it, you will have a hard time reasoning through important decisions, solving problems, and coming up with creative ideas. All of these are important for achieving set goals, which means that with stronger logical skills, generating solutions and plans to improve your life comes more easily. Find opportunities to practice these suggestions in your daily life, and your thinking patterns will naturally become more logical. So, what tip was your favorite? Sound off in the comments and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. If you find this information helpful, we're sure you'll enjoy this other video from our channel too. Until next time, we wish you a happy and healthy day.